Good morning, everyone. Namaste, India. On behalf of LTTC, the last day today for training, and this before starting regular session. Now time for the presentation by the participant. In this regard, first presentation given by Mr. Amit from India. So I, on behalf of LTTC, APT, and your mate, warm welcome to Amit sir. Hopefully now you are ready for presentation. So then I hand over this session to you. So now you can, okay. Amit sir, hand over.
Hello.
Yes, now you can share, you can co-host also, don't worry.
Okay. Okay, good morning, everyone. Am I audible, sir?
Yes. Audible, visual, now required your, if a PPT, so you can share it.
So I think PPT is sharing with all.
Yes. Clear.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. This is Amit from India. So today I will be giving presentation on prevention and cybersecurity measures. So it will be, I will just talk about basic things and some practical things and not much about theory. So I hope everyone will enjoy this session, and I want it to be interactive as the same you are been interacting with the faculty members and the faculty teachers. So with this, I start my presentation. So first, the type of approaches to cybersecurity. So there are two types of approaches. One is proactive approach and the other is reactive approach. By the terms itself, you can understand that proactive is like you, before the attack happens, you take certain measures, certain parameters, firewall and everything, whichever steps you take so that the attack doesn't happen. And the reactive measures are those measures which you take only after some attack has happened. You have found the cause, the remedies, and then you implement all those preventive measures on your system so that next time, whenever some attack like that happen, you are ready with that. So in proactive approach, we have certain types of approaches like performing comprehensive risk analysis. This is same like when you set up a system in your organization, you do a 0-day vulnerability assessment and you find out where are the loopholes. You set your network security, your router protocols and everything so that there are no open doors, no back doors, so that from where any hacker or any attackers come through the system. Second is carry out pen testing. So this is a general practice taken by every organization. And this is done by particularly a third party so that they come and audit your system and see whether you have build up your system as per the industrial norms, and they give you a report what are the loopholes. Third is developing use cases based on popular adversary tactics. There are many similar standards like Gartner, Forrester. They publish report every year, so we can adopt those scenarios in our systems. Fourth is using threat intelligence. It is like using AI sandbox, which we have been seeing yesterday in our presentation. So using that to block any malware attack that is going to happen in our system. Fifth is using machine learning algorithms for anomaly detection. So this is a ongoing live-to-live cases where you have a SIM or SOAR implemented in your system that actively monitors the logs, what are the service requests to your firewalls and other things, and they give you a log as per that, and you can see that whoever is logging, is there any somewhere type of attacks, is there any brute force type of attacks. So that kind of algorithms you can apply. And sixth is lastly the educating your users that because users are the weakest link in any system. So until they are trained, nothing, you cannot protect your system at all. Coming to reactive approaches. So these are the approaches which we implement after we have been attacked at least once. And after that, we take certain steps. So in this we have, in this we have conferring alerts and advanced event correlation rules. Second is automating incident responses with workflows. So this is like a SOAR which has orchestration and automated response. In that, what happens? You know that this country, this IP is continuously sending some data to my server, so you can have a policy so that any connection coming from that country is blocked. So similarly, you can define some rules, some automatic responses whenever attacks similar to that happens.
Blockchain 1.04. Option A, currency. Option B, smart contract. Option C, decentralized application. Option D, none of these.
Hello, is someone is speaking? I think.
वो अपने WhatsApp पे post करेंगे। तो आप green को दबाएंगे। फिर डबल क्लिक करो, दो क्लिक। फिर उसके बाद आप next। ये नहीं चल रहा, कोई बात नहीं। नहीं ये नहीं, ये तो मार्क्स का है। अरे 10 मार्क्स है, लेवल टाइम है।
Hello, I think someone has left their mic on. I can hear everything. So please kindly mute your mic if it is on. Yeah, thank you. Third is performing forensic analysis to identify the root cause. You need the ability to go back to the time and figure out what exactly has happened to your systems and where the malware has affected, and you patch up that loophole. Fourth is developing policies for informing the affected parties and other stakeholders. Like in India, we have an agency called CERT. So that is Computer Emergency Response Team. So if any type of attacks happen in our organization, we have to tell the CERT that these are the type of attacks which had happened in our organization, and we should alert others so that they may take preventive measures in their own systems. And is learning from the experience, so it doesn't happen again. So that is obvious. Coming to a very popular spyware which happened in 2020 and 21. So that is Pegasus. Has anyone heard about this? It is a Israeli made spyware, and it is only for the government agencies. So does anyone know anything about this? Please, you can unmute your mic and share your thoughts, or you can write on your chat. So Pegasus.
There's a time of hacking software or something like that.
Yeah.
Is this the software?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a national security group from Israel. They have developed it for the very legal and official purpose. So it is used by the various governments across the countries in the world to spy some, the target is some terrorist or some person who is believed to be a threat to the country. So in this software, it can be applied in both iOS. The Pegasus is able to exploit iOS version up to 14.6 through a zero-click exploit. So zero-click means that the user doesn't have to open any attachment, nor he needs to click any on link or any type of link. It will automatically, without even knowing, the user will not even know that their mobile system has been exploited by this Pegasus software. As of 2022, Pegasus was able of reading text message, tracking calls, collecting passwords, location tracking, accessing the target device microphone and camera, and harvesting information from the other apps installed in the mobile phone. So how does this work? It can be deployed on your phone via WhatsApp, via SMS, and any unknown vulnerability like they send you a link in the email. That is very general type of attacks, but the main attacks which it can be installed is via WhatsApp. So in this, it can be transmitted by a WhatsApp call to the target phone. In touch, even the call is not answered. Means suppose I want to hack the phone of some suppose Indian foreign minister. So I just give a missed call on his WhatsApp, and he doesn't need even to answer that call. Even without answering, doing anything, my software, my Pegasus software will directly via the call, it will go to the target phone and install in their phone automatically. So from there, it goes to the root of the OS. It extracts information. It extracts the 0-day vulnerability present in the iPhone as well as in the Android, and it can explore the photos, videos, browsing history, and then it goes on to take every information from the phone, and then it starts communicating the same information to the hacker. And one smart thing the hacker has done in this is that the Pegasus software only transmits information when it is connected to a Wi-Fi. It will not communicate when it is on the cellular network. So in order to avoid any suspicion that a large amount of data is being sent out of my mobile, so it only sends data when it is connected to a Wi-Fi. So these are some tricks that have been implemented in this, so that the user don't even know for months and years that his phone has been affected. So coming to this example, it is very clear that even if you are very software means you are a very tech savvy person, you have taken every measure you do to implement to take your phone to the every security measures. But even though the vulnerabilities in software like WhatsApp and other like Facebook, Instagram you use, the hacker scam can come into your phone and take all the data. And let's talk about Windows and Linux. So does Windows get more virus attacks than Mac OS or Linux? Yes or no? Yeah, please reply. Yeah, Mohan Subhat, thank you. Yes, Windows get more virus attacks than any other operating system. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yes. So as you can see here in the pie chart, the Windows almost you can see that it is 95% attacks are coming to the Windows OS, and the rest of the others they are coming to the like Linux, Unix, and Mac OS. So why is it so? Does this mean that Windows is less secure than Mac or Linux? I want to just share views that do you think that Windows is less secure than Mac or Linux? Yeah, Sarah Anchin Hui, yeah, it's most popular. Yeah, the reason why we have so much virus attacks on Windows is because it is more popular than Linux or Mac. So attacker would obviously come to a place where he can target a greater number of audience and he have a greater effect in that area. So that's why the attacks on Windows machines are greater than the Linux or Mac OS. But it is also a fact that the Linux systems are practically more secure than the Windows OS. That is the reason for this is because the Linux they doesn't support so many features as the Windows have. The more feature you implement in your OS, the less secure your system gets. So it is like the same in iPhone and Android. Like Android supports multiple features. So the vulnerabilities in Android are greater than the iOS. Last we talked about the Pegasus software. So Pegasus still affected the iOS. The architecture of iOS is like you have a different compartments for every app. Like if you have like 20 apps installed in your phone, so iOS will create 20 different compartments. Each compartment, one for Facebook, one for Instagram, one for WhatsApp, and other than so on. So each compartment is a completely locked room. It doesn't have any windows or doors so that the app can go out and see what other apps are using. So the architecture of iPhone is like that only. The means the app cannot access the information of other apps. It is not allowed to do so. Only if only like certain things are allowed, like Facebook can access the photos in your phone, videos, and like record audio and do some stuff like this. For this, only special permissions are created. So that's why iOS is more secure than Android. But still, having this type of security, Pegasus was able to exploit everything in the iOS, and it was able to practically collect every data in the iPhone, even though it was made so secure. So you can see the usage here of operating system Windows. Like 45% of the market, Mac OS is 30%, Linux is 25%, and so on. Linux is majorly used in the server end side. Okay, so coming to the cyber security training. This is something I have personally communicated with an Israeli company. So they are called Cyberbit. So they have a platform, not only Cyberbit, many companies in the world, they have software like this. So I will just take example. So this cybersecurity training platform, let's go to the architecture first. Then it has a virtualized network. So in this network, what is done is that they will create a virtual room. In that room, they will have virtual firewalls, virtual email server, virtual proxy server, virtual firewall, and they will create a dummy network in which there will be routers, switches, and everything. And in that dummy network, you can practice to defend against the attacks. You can see how attacks are happening. So in this, they will have there is a tool called attack generator. So you can set this attack generator like you can go for like SQL attack, SQL injection attack. You can go for brute force, or you can go for SSL encryption attacks. So all types of attacks you can customize, and you can start like after 5 minutes. This attack will start after 5 minutes. This like DDoS attack will start. So all this can be set, and you can train the people on this network. And this network has, security tools from McAfee, IBM Data, QData, Palo Alto. Like it will have a basic set of firewalls, basic set of SIEM tools, basic set of, dashboards from different firewalls, like Checkpoint, Palo Alto, Fortinet, and you can practice on those virtual environment, so that whenever you get to see on this real network, you can have a basic understanding that what is happening. Because most of the people, when the attack happens, they don't understand what is happening, where the attack is coming from, where it is going, and which systems are affected. So all these can be done only when you have prior experience of handling those attacks. Okay. So let's go back. So this platform, you can train when you like. You can start session like for 1 hour, for half an hour, anytime you like. It will have a real world network. So as I have shown you the network, it will just have a dummy network, which you will feel like that it is actually an enterprise level network, and you are working on a workstation there. And real world attacks, you can have different types of like 20 to 30 type of attacks, and you can learn from there. And real world tools means that the actual SIM and firewalls you will be working, they will be real softwares, they will have a valid license. And when you train on them, you can actually have the certifications on those firewalls. So there are two types of trainings: blue team training and red team training. Blue team training is like when you are on the defense side. There will be attacks happening from in the virtual network, and you have to defend the networks from the virtual attacks. You have to find the source of the attack. You have to find the what happened in my network, and then you have to go for prevention, mitigation. And red team training is similar. It is like giving you the training of how to rob a bank, because you will only able to defend a bank only when you know how the robbers think. So you have to have a knowledge of the red team training also, so that you can know actually how the attacks are done. So it is that. And there is one more type of training, purple training. So purple team training is a mix of both blue and red team, in which you have to simultaneously you are attacking and defending. It is like a war between two countries. Like there is war between two countries, and you are defending your network as well as you are attacking at the same time. This I have already completed. So this is a complete simulation and training suite. In this, we have a step-by-step attack resolution guidelines. Like you have to first find out the source, then you have to take out what systems have been affected. Then third step is to prevention and mitigation. So there is automated assessment. The system will automatically score your performance, that were you able to find the source of attack, were you able to find which systems have been affected, and were you able to counter those attacks. So it will generate a score according to what how you have performed, and a complete debriefing. And after that, it will show you actual solution, that what you have done, and this is what you have done, and this is the actual solution which you must have been doing in this scenario. There is this tool SIEM. So I wanted to talk about this one because this is a very important tool. SIEM is an event incident and event response team. So here what happens is it is a software which collects information from your switches, routers, firewalls, and every network node which you have. So, and it will take the logs from all those, and it will generate you on a dashboard. So like there are like 4 login requests from this IP. Will it is a matter of concern or not? And it is some other pings or sources from this country. Some these pings are happening. So this is a very beneficial tool, artificial intelligence SIM tool. So for this, you need to have a trained manpower, which is able to read those logs and have a automated response. So the benefits of this software is that it will reduce the mean time to response to the threat which we are facing, and it will reduce the mean time to identify. It will also continuous compliance and monitoring, and it is very flexible and scalable. You can according to your software needs, according to your organization structure, you can design this software. So with this, I end my presentation. Thank you. Sir, over to you.
Thank you for your nice presentation. And any other now ready for presentation? Any other participant, remaining participant who not till time their presentation showing here? Anyone volunteer? Otherwise, we start the discussion session, quiz session. Okay. Kindly message to me remaining participant who is still pending for their presentation. So during this now we start quiz session by our quiz session team, Neeraj sir and Sagar, Kashyap sir and Ajay sir. So Ajay sir, Neeraj sir, are you ready there for quiz session now?
Yeah, yes, we are ready.
Okay. So I hand over to this session to you. Thank you. Question from Mohan Subba sir is some question. So Amit sir, if you are wish, you can give an answer. Yeah, Neeraj sir, you can please before starting.
Just a minute. Actually, the penetration level of the Pegasus we don't know right now because we don't have any access for Pegasus. The reason is that only few companies authorized by the government of India or any other country, government country, to allow to use the Pegasus. So that's why at right now we are not in a position to say anything about on Pegasus. And main thing regarding the spyware, actually different signatures are there. So that may be related to the audio, or you can say video, or you can say to capture the inputs from the input devices like keyboards, mouse, and stylish pen. So main purpose is that we can scan the inputs and the copy of the desired input that may be copied somewhere else, like there is one software keylogger. So any key if you press, then that input has been stored and sent to anyone. And the best thing is that at the TCP layer, the 65,535 ports are there. So using the one open source software, Nmap or Genmap is there. So you just run that software and you may know that the number of ports open in your PC, irrespective of any operating system. So you may initialize firewall and then you may close that ports by disabling that kind of services. Especially there are two services mostly on in all kind of terminals, that are ICMP protocol and SNMP protocol. So if you stop these two services, then definitely improvement of your PC has been definitely increased, and hardening is there. So it is very difficult. I'm not saying that your system becomes foolproof, but definitely some hardening is there. So intermediate level hackers not able to hack your system. So at this stage, I'm not in a position to say anything about Pegasus, because I'm not using Pegasus or nor by any faculty member. Thanks. Anything else? Mr. Mohan sir, anything else?
Fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So now we start quiz based on the topics we have covered in second week related to blockchain. So we are using some idea. There is a one popular program running on Sony. So we just using that kind of theme to introduce quiz. So now I hand over the quiz session to Mr. Sagar, who start your quiz. Now, how we can evaluate? So the way of is that there are one question is there, and 4 multiple choice questions are there. So please find out in the participant that we are logging with IT faculty quiz. So you may send your response privately to us. You first select IT faculty quiz. Everybody select IT faculty quiz in chat session, and you may answer by typing A, B, C or D. Once we receive all the inputs from the participant, then we show the answer. Right? So shall everybody ready? If you are ready, then you send me privately, say yes. Kindly say yes on IT faculty quiz. A request to all participants, kindly send yes to IT faculty quiz in chat. Mr. Pradhan, send the yes to privately. Mohan Subha sir, please send yes to privately me. Other participant also send yes privately to me. I request to other participant also. Okay, now we start the first question. So Sagar sir, please start.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sagar Kashyap. I am working as Subdivision Engineer in IT faculty. And today I am going to conduct a quiz session. And this will be your last session for this APT course. So I want every participant to just answer every question. Since there is no evaluation, no marks given for this, so I request you all to please just answer as per your knowledge. And since this quiz is related with the past sessions which had been carried out from last week, so you all must be aware of the questions, and I believe you must give the correct answer. Okay, so now starting with the
Sir,
quiz session.
do we need to answer privately or in the group?
Running on day by day.
Someone's mic is on. Okay, so now we start the quiz session. Ready for the first question? So here's the first question related to the blockchain. Okay, so the question is blockchain 1.0 is for. Is it A, currency, B, smart contract, C, decentralized application, or is it D, none of these? I want answer from everyone, and the answer is yes, I have started receiving the answers, and yeah, most of the people have given answer A, few have given D, and okay, so I believe everyone has given the answer. So just let's see what the correct answer for this blockchain 1.0 is for. Answer. As I see, most of the people have given the correct answer. Mohan sir, you have given option D, that is none of the above. But no, it's not none of the above. It's the answer A, currency. Blockchain 1.0 is for currency. Okay, so now moving.
Next question is: a maple tree is a tree structure first proposed by Ralph Markel in 1979. Wood Haber 1991, Ralph Marker 1999, Regal 1990, Spot Data 1995. Most of the candidates have been answered the company. Check what the correct answer is. The right answer is question about the answer B is the right answer.
Okay, now the next question. Responses are good. People are giving the correct answer. So now moving to the next question. next question is the blockchain technology was described in dash by the research scientist dash and you have to give a particular year in which the blockchain technology was described and described by who. So the options are A 1991, Stewart Harbour, W. Scott Moneta, or is it B 1991, A. Byron Johnson, W. Scott Soneta, or is it B 1991, Stewart Harbour, Ralph McKinley, or is it D 1991, Stewart Harbour, Hal Perry? So as I can see, many people have already started giving the answer. So, are you enjoying this new format of quiz? So giving the answer is let's check what the correct answer is. Let's check if B is correct or it's simply. Students who have given the correct answer as A. So A is the correct answer. It is the year 1991, and Stewart Harbour and W. Scott Storetta was the person who searched this. Okay, now moving to the next question from Rahul.
Computer science and graphic this all reusable proof of work as a prototype or digital cache. The option A is Soneta, option B Abigail Vagabond Johnson, option C is Ralph McKinley, option D is Al Finney. So, what is the correct answer of this question? I'm saying option number A, and people are saying the option number D. So let's see what is the correct answer of this question. Right, so let's move on to the next question.
So now moving to the next question. What I'm observing is that some people are giving the wrong answer. Don't worry, this is not KBC. You are not going to win money for this wrong answer. I appreciate that everyone is giving the correct answer. Here the question is blockchain uses dash. So you have to answer what kind of cryptology blockchain uses. Is it public key or asymmetric cryptography? Is it private key or asymmetric cryptography? Is it C public key or symmetric cryptography? Or is it D private key or symmetric cryptography? So you need to tell us what blockchain. I'm not getting answer from people. Just give direct answer. Only few have given. Come on, I need answer from everyone. Yes, this is the way. Yes, everyone is starting their main answer. So there seems a bit confusion in between A and B. Few people are getting as correct answer as A, and few are giving as B. Okay, so let's check what's the correct answer. Correct answer is public key or asymmetric cryptography. Moving on to the next question. Next
corresponding. Remember, previous question, blockchain question, blockchain address as a corresponding. And your options are A, public key, asymmetric cryptography. Option B, private key or asymmetric. Private key or asymmetric cryptography. Option C, public key or symmetric cryptography. Option D, private key or symmetric cryptography. Please answer. Many of them give A and few of them give B. Let's check the correct answer. Private key or asymmetric cryptography. In blockchain, asymmetric cryptography are used, and for creation of address, private key is used, which is in the hand of the owner, whereas public key with all validators. Now the next question is,
Okay, so now moving on to the next question. So as we are also going towards 2.0, so the question is blockchain 2.0 or is it used for currency? Is it used for B, smart contract, or is it used for C, decentralized application, or is it used for of the? Okay, so just start giving the answer. So, yeah. Okay, I'm getting the answer most as B. Blockchain 2.0. What it is uses. So let's check what the correct answer is. Correct answer for this question. That's really appreciable. Now moving on to the next question.
blockchain 2.0 or which technology? Unique currency. Option B, smart contract. Options decentralized application. And option D, none of the above. Answer is mostly is B. Let's congratulations, give the answer C. Blockchain 3.0 used for decentralized applications, and basically where applications related to currency and a smart contract of applications as a final product.
So the now next question is Litecoin. Litecoin is an example of that. Option A, private blockchain. Option B, public blockchain. Option C, Ethereum blockchain, or is it the option hybrid blockchain? So, Litecoin and tell me what kind of example, what kind of blockchain this light point represents? Sorry, the answer. Questions, most of the people are giving the answer B and C. So I believe there is a little bit confusion between B and C. Let's check what's the correct answer. Light coin is an example of public blockchain. Correct answer is B. Most of the people have given answer C in this question. So yeah, the correct answer is B. Now let's move to the next question.
Hold on. An example of, and the options are private blockchain. Option B, public blockchain. Option C, consortium blockchain. Option D, hybrid blockchain. Mix. Has come. Mostly select A, B, and C. Let's recheck. Correct answer is for establishing private blockchain.
Okay, so now moving on to the next question. Here we have the question is R3. R3 is an example of private blockchain, public blockchain, consortium blockchain, or is it the hybrid blockchain? You have to put the answer. What kind of blockchain is R3? Single kind of answer. This is really fantastic that everyone is. I believe everyone has given the answer. The last let's check was the correct answer. Varun from B has given answer as A. So Mr. Varun, this R3 is used. This is an example of consortium blockchain. It is not a private blockchain. Okay. Okay, so now moving on to the next question. Question is Dragon chain. Now you have to tell me what kind of blockchain this Dragon chain is. Dragon chain is an example of a private blockchain, public blockchain, consortium blockchain, or is it hybrid? Now I see that people have stuck the answer, and I was observing from last 3 questions that it was moving to next first private and consortium. Now I see that most of the people are giving answer as D, hybrid blockchain. Let's check. Everyone has given the answer. Mohan sir has given answer as A, private blockchain. Let's check what's the correct answer. Hybrid blockchain. So, Dragon chain. This is an example of hybrid blockchain. For this concept, we have given the answer as A. Okay, now moving to the next question.
Here is the next question. Basic feature of consensus protocol is option A, insecurity. Option B is fault intolerance. Option C is real-time value, and D option is none of these. So I'm getting answer as a C. answer C. Let's check for the correct answer. Let's go to the next question.
Find these questionnaires. Now moving on to the next question. Device needs less time mining. The device options take less time in mining. The APT to IC or is it FE? Less time in mining. Okay, so I'm getting most of the answer from most of the people. So this seems everyone is not sleeping and giving the answer. So most of the people are giving C, D. There is a bit confusion between C and D. So let's check what's the correct answer, which is the device which takes the less time in mining. ASIC is the correct device that takes the less time in mining.
ASIC stands for Application Specific Integrated Circuit, and it is very fast to calculate SHA 256 base encryption.
So this is a quite good explanation. So now moving on to the next question.
This is the next question. Consensus
Full form of POW stands for proof of work, POS stands for proof of state, C stands for proof of quality, and D stands for electrical current.
You're getting the answer as
Great. Now next question. So the next question, find the size of private key is 128, 512, what is it? 1024. So you can tell me the size of private key that is used for Bitcoin. Bitcoin along with the quiz. So this is Bitcoin and a kind of we're getting some mixed kind of answers from all you people, since most of the people are giving B, A, C. So let's check what the correct answer is. Okay, so now moving on to the next question.
Size of the public key is option number A is 128, option B is 256, option C is 512, and the D option is 102. So I give the answer. Now we have to check. Most of the guys are giving the answer B. Let's check. Right answer. Size of the thing. Right. That's the next question.
Okay, now it's time for the next question. My address is created using dash algorithm. So the option for this is SHA-128, or is it SHA-192, SHA-256, or is it the SHA-512? Bitcoin address is created using dash algorithms. So which kind of algorithm a Bitcoin uses? So everyone is giving the answer as C. So let's check whether C is the correct answer or not. Yes. The Bitcoin address is SHA.
In Bitcoin technology, both private key as well as public key has a length 256 because the algorithm used for creating addresses as well as hash, we are using an algorithm, secured hash algorithm.
Oh, this was really quite fun. So the next question is, Bitcoin address are encoded using the base 58 check encoding. Bitcoin addresses are encoded using the base 58 check encoding. So the options are A base 58, B base 62, C base 64, or is it D base 64? The question is quite tricky. If you just keep a close watch to in the question, you might be able to might be able to correct answer. I believe this time 100% of the persons going to give the correct answer, as I'm getting it. Answer is A. Let's check the correct answer. Correct answer is A base 58. Okay, now moving on to the next question.
There are various standards are used for blockchain. One of the standard ERC is a standard for token. The type of tokens, options are A, fungible tokens, option B, non-fungible, and option C, both for fungible and non-fungible tokens, and option D, all of these. Let's check what is the answer. Non-fungible. Yes, answer is fungible. I just intentionally give you the that is not fungible, but ERC 250 is a fungible token standard. So this is a little bit about just to check out what we covered in the second week, which is basically related to the blockchain. So now I request to any participants who still not give their presentation, please anyone who ready to give the presentation?
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I
Uh,
didn't prepare the slides for the presentation, but I just want to share my what I feel and what I've got after the class. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
No issue, sir. But if you want to give a more emphasis on any topic, you may please. Okay. So still, so you need some more time for presentation, sir?
Maybe just a few minutes, I think, 5 to 10.
Okay, no issue. So KK sir, now take the session handover.
Okay,
Please.
okay. Okay, Varun sir, are you able to present now? Varun sir from Fiji.
I didn't prepare the slides. Is that okay? And I also can't share my screen because due to the nation policies.
Okay.
Start now? Can I start now?
Yes. You are welcome, sir. On behalf of LTTC and on behalf of APT participant and friend, I am welcome to the Chennai Huang sir from Chennai.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. The first thing first, I'm very appreciate that the organization of Advantage, a level telecom training center, can provide us this platform to get involved all the people who interested in the cybersecurity and blockchain technology, and so that we can share the ideas and some knowledge through this platform. Although we also can get involved this tutorial, the scenario by the online type, but the tutor is very warm, and after each slide or after pass through every topics, they will ask us if we clear that topic or something like that. We can also feel very warm. I just want to combine the topic that I'm interested and I noticed, combined with my working experience to talk about what I feel and what I've got after this class. My name is Wang Chenhui, and I'm working in the China Institute of Electronic Technologies Standardizations. I'm an engineer of blockchain system testing and related standards. In addition to the top level design of policies, the industry is also needs standards and as guardians. Standards are the cornerstones of all actions. There's some topics that are interested during the scenario. One is about the digital dust. Okay. How can I share my screen?
You can share, sir. You can share. Go to the share option and share your screen.
Sorry, I don't know how to share my screen.
There is option showing the last low line, share screen. That's it. You continue, sir. Don't worry. You continue.
Okay. Sorry. There's some topics that are interested during the scenario. Is one about the definition of the digital dust. The digital dust is once the user surface or scan the website through the internet, they will leave the cookies or the trains out there or what they saw, what they scan, and the hackers or something illegal business can use the big data to hack the informations. I think no one wants to share their informations to anyone strangers or maybe the information including some privacy information. But using the big data also can, on the other side, using big data can predict the industrial development and help AI learning independently. On the other hand, illegal business can also use big data to predict users' interests and hobbies. Accurately delivered advertisements and use information is freely traded among the business. That is not so good. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with the big data itself, but the keywords and the key to the problem is to how to use the power of technologies to accurately use the big data. That reminds me how important that I work on is the one is to guide is how to use the big data. And some hot topics nowadays about blockchain technologies or the metaverse, those high level technologies cannot live without the data. And the cybersecurity is also very important. It's anywhere. So we should notice how to use the data formally. I think that's all I can learn from the course. And thank you all to teach us some knowledges, to share the ideas through this scenario. So I'm sorry I can't to share my experience due to the nation policies.
Okay, sir. Don't worry. That give your idea and thought. So definitely, we all are aware about some information. And thank for such types of information provided from your side. Thank you too much. And any other participant? Remaining participant request to must be at least 2 words ensure because in my evaluation sheet must be I am able to say that you are going for a presentation, you are going for share your thought and idea. So remaining participant like Fiji and Mongolia. Okay. Okay, sir. Now just take to 5 to 10 minutes. Just want to some experience during training from all of the participants one by one. At least 2 words saying what is your experience. So I start from Iran. Just you saying your experience of during training, what new learn, what expectation. Well, welcome one by one. So my wish I want to you start from Iran. Otherwise, Mohan sir is all time ready. One by one, as per your wish. Don't worry.
Hello, good morning. Can I speak?
Yes, sir.
It's me, Saroj from Nepal. Talking about this training, I found it quite engaging and knowledgeable as in the example shown in blockchain and how India is using this new technology is quite interesting for me, and like the knowledge about cyberspace, metaverse, and all of those in blockchain obviously is new for us, and it is quite interesting, and I gain a lot of knowledge from this training. So I want to thank APT and Ghaziabad team, ALTTC, and all the trainer, especially you, sir, and all the participants being so interactive and so engaging. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Saroj sir, thank you very much. And next volunteer participant, DPR Korea. John sir, at least 2 words today must be said. Mayomimi, ma'am from Myanmar. Okay, it's okay. I give the 15-minute break. Okay, 15-minute break. Then all are must be collect your some word for this training, and in continuation of after 15-minute break, we conclude that whole training session. And if any question, any doubt during this, you can collect, and we will discuss upcoming after 15-minute break. Okay. So just wait for break, go for break, and then come back for evaluation session. Thank you.